First of all, I appreciate your generous introduction and Tema One for inviting me to this PCF World Summit. And I'm very delighted to be able to introduce the Korea carbon labeling scheme to such a distinguished guest. My name is Gyu-Soo. As you know, KT stands for Korea Environmental Industry and Technology Institute and is central body of Korea carbon labeling scheme. My presentation consists of 3 parts. First part, about KT. Second part, background. The third part, Korea carbon labeling scheme. My presentation should take about 20 minutes. The vision of Global Institute leading technology and industry for green growth. And its mission is to foster the environmental industry and through the effective promotion of eco-products, purchasing and environmental technology development. One of the major functions of the Institute is the active marketing of green products, such as the test certification of the carbon labeling eco-label, promotion of green purchasing, and export support. Second, the Institute is in charge of the verification of innovative environmental technology and the facilitation of the environmental technology businesses. Third, we are responsible for providing R&D support for environmental technology. Let's move on to the next part. In this second part, I want to provide some background information about the initiatives. Low carbon green growth has been one of the major policies. The carbon labeling is the essential tool for green revolution in lives through low carbon green growth. The Korea law for low carbon green growth passed last year and will take effect in May of this year. In a consumer survey conducted in last year, about 70% of consumers answered that they would purchase no carbon products. And surprisingly, about 55% consumers answered that they would select low carbon options even if the price were higher. About 70% consumers answered that they would purchase low carbon goods if incentives for green consumption were provided. In other words, most consumers have a thorough understanding of the seriousness of climate change and prepared to support green consumption. Accordingly, we need to support them through the more credible and effective operation of the carbon labeling scheme by giving them incentives. I would like to elaborate the Korea carbon labeling scheme. Korea's carbon labeling scheme aims to specify greenhouse gases emitted during the entire product cycle, from the collection of raw materials to the production, transportation, distribution, use, and disposal, and determine the total amount of carbon dioxide connected to support. The purpose of this scheme is to encourage green consumption and production of low carbon products and ultimately to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Now, I'll cover the three major characteristics of Korea carbon labeling scheme. First, it is a scheme that is voluntary support and operated by the government. Second, overall the environmental impact, it deals only with greenhouse gases emissions, and the scheme is operated for only 3 years. Third, the scheme consists of two parts. The scheme targets all products except for agricultural and fishery goods, medical goods. In terms of the previous operating achievement related to the scheme, a national LCIDB was developed in 1998, and the Type 3 system was operated from 2001. In 2008, the test certification of the scheme was first issued, and the scheme entered into the full operation in February last year. As mentioned previously, step one is carbon emissions certificate. Step two, low carbon product certificate. Now, I'll give an overview on the certification mark on the carbon labeling scheme. The carbon footprint mark indicated that consumers that corporations have responded to climate change and carbon dioxide and responded greenhouse gas. This mark. The number of the mark refers to carbon footprint of the product. This. For example, 100 gram, 200 gram. The certification mark for low carbon products has a downward pointing arrow. This pointing arrow, which means that greenhouse gas is reduced the level lower than the standard. The number of the mark refers to the carbon footprint of the product instead of the amount of the reduction. This is a certification mark of Korea carbon footprint labeling. Now, I'll move on to KOCFP, which is the carbon footprint standard of the Korea. KOCFP stands divided into three parts, which are as follows. The standard applies to non-energy using durable products, production product, and service and guideline set 1. Those applies to the use phase of energy using products life cycle are guideline set 2. And those applies to the detailed use scenario of energy using product are guideline set 3. Accordingly, energy using product need to refer to both guideline set 2 and guideline set 3. KOCFP features 6 categories of greenhouse gas, including carbon dioxide. The standard was developed by the reflecting ISO standard, PAS 2050 UK, Korea EDP Common Standard, Greenhouse Gas Protocol, and IPCC report. As seen in the chart, we calculated the carbon footprint of the product by using the carbon emission factor of the entire life cycle of the product, including the collection, raw materials, production, transportation, distribution, use, and disposal. Now, let's look at the carbon footprinting certificate products of Korea. As of last year, a total of 100 45 products made by 40 businesses are certified. Non-durable products such as bottled water, Coke, pre-cooked rice, snacks, and shampoos account for the largest portion of the certified product. Next, 13 non-energy using durable products from four companies, including wallpaper and decorated. This is decorated stickers were also certified. Ten production products from 7 companies, such as electric memory chips. This is electric memory chip. 7 service products from the companies such as airplane service, inland transportation service, and electric power service. Sixteen energy-using products from 8 companies, such as automobiles. For example, Samsung, Hyundai, Daewoo, automobiles. Washing machines, LG, Samsung Electric Company, boilers and water purifiers have also been certified. Finally, I elaborated on the activities that have been undertaken for carbon labeling scheme. Ministry of Environment has entered into MOU with 3 large retailers in order to give incentives to certified business and consumers. It had also entered into a MOU with Foreign and Commonwealth Office UK to support SME, which has enabled SME to be exempt from 50% of the certification service charge through the SPF Program UK. SPF is Strategic Program Fund. KT entered into a MOU with Carbon Trust of UK in November last year. Also, KT has taken PL program through an MOU with Kumo Express bus lines. Maybe he is Mr. Robin Dickens, who works on Carbon Trust. Okay? Thank you. The Korea carbon footprint had been broadcasting in major stations that were SBS, KBS. SBS is a Seoul Broadcasting Service, introduced the Korea carbon labeling through newscasting at hot time. This is SBS broadcasting system. Also, KBS that is one of the major government-run broadcasting stations made environmental documentary program by Warfare of 1 gram carbon diet title. This is KBS document. Title is Warfare of 1 gram carbon diet. Sorry. The program compares the Korea carbon labeling meanings and our activities. Also, the Korea carbon labeling went into newspaper headline on Jungang Daily. That is a major newspaper, like the Times in Korea. Jungang Daily newspaper. In addition, we are promoting the Korea carbon labeling throughout the several ways. The first, the Korea carbon labeling was publicized by subway billboard at commuting line, subway station, billboard. The second way, outdoor billboard was used to promote the carbon labeling at Gwanghwamun, that is main street in Seoul. Gwanghwamun billboard is the same New York Times Square in Korea. Also, we are present several relations symposium and exhibition. For example, this is eco-products exhibition in Japan, Tokyo, last year. As mentioned by Professor Inaba, KT will take part in this exhibition. As mentioned, many companies are publicizing their certified products by oneself. She is very famous actress in Korea. This is promotion activities. They was casted famous actress and professional mountain climber who is Hong Gil-om. This is Korea carbon labeling scheme certification mark. For detailed information about the Korea carbon labeling scheme and certified products, please visit edp.or.kr. If you need further assistance, please let me know. I would now like to wrap up my presentation on the carbon footprint labeling activities of Korea. To finish the session with the slogan, "Your planet needs you. Combat climate change." This is a UN slogan last year, actually. Let's start carbon dioxide reduction from me. Thank you very much.